Okay, so here we are on the eve of, Summerslam 2015. Yeah, bloody hell, I didn't remember the year there for a minute. We have one of the biggest events of the summer coming up. We have Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker in the WrestleMania 30 rematch. 30, yep, it was 30, bloody hell. Right, and the thing is, a lot of people are asking a lot of different questions about this match. You know, they're asking a lot of different questions. And you see, in this video, I'm going to aim to go through all the different questions with you, give you my opinion and my perspective. Now, as always, remember that if you don't agree with my opinion, then feel free to post your own opinion down in the comment section below, and also post me what you think on Twitter. Now, getting into the first comment, or question even first in this match. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really struggling to talk about this more so than usual, more thought provoking, more lopsided than usual normally. Like when it comes to trying to defend the Undertaker or trying to defend Brock Lesnar, but after Brock's recent face turn and, he's been dominating in brilliant fashion over the past couple of months, it was really quite a different Brock Lesnar that we've been seeing in recent months. Really makes you appreciate his athleticism and such ever since Royal Rumble 2015. Now, okay, there's a few schools of thought with this, and bloody hell, Brock Lesnar just pounding away on Undertaker in this match. Does Brock Lesnar win and establish himself as a dominant force in the WWE, completely banishing Taker once and for all? No, in my opinion. Although that would be the shock value, and I'm not going to rule anything out after Mania 30. But, just the whole shebang of really seeing how Undertaker and Lesnar mixed it up last time. The Undertaker is more healthy, he's more intense, and going with that, really, Undertaker's been showing a bit of heel tendencies, so that moves us on to our second point, or second question rather. Is the dead man, is Undertaker a heel? And, the obvious answer to that question would be no, but is it so obvious? I don't believe so. Undertaker, he's been showing some heel tendencies in the past couple of weeks. Like, he's booted Brock Lesnar in the balls with Suplex City, man. He's booted Brock Lesnar in the balls twice. And, which leads me to believe that there may be a bit of a weird-ass finish coming on in this match. It's been rumoured out there in all the IC Internet Wrestling Community, IWC Internet Wrestling Community, like dirt sheets and online forums and such, that Kane may be making a return and may help out The Undertaker, offer distraction or something like that. Me personally, I'd be perfectly fine with that. I feel like seeing The Undertaker as a heel, at least for this feud, or at least, for a while, would be really, really interesting. Maybe even for the last run or so of his career. If Undertaker wants to carry on being a heel, maybe he should beat Lesnar tonight, and then have a random feud with a random babyface he can victimize. Take a month or so off, win the Royal Rumble, and then battle face John Cena, who will randomly be, I say randomly, but who could very well be WWE World Heavyweight Champion by that time. And then have Undertaker win the title in his home state and retire saying no one could beat me. The perfect heel retirement for the Undertaker. But you would argue that maybe Undertaker going for a pinfall there on Brock Lesnar, but you could argue that with the Undertaker being face, that might not be the way to go. And Undertaker being a face for all his virtual career. Another way to go about it is really simple. You see, you can have it lead to a no contest, which leads to a tiebreaker, no, not a tiebreaker, which leads to a rematch at WrestleMania 32, sorry. And you could have Undertaker then go after the person who cost him the match. But I really feel that wouldn't be all that, and it's a no-holds-barred match. As Lesnar going mad with the Undertaker with that chair, but I really feel like Undertaker needs the win. I feel like it won't damage Brock Lesnar as much, but I feel like if Brock Lesnar is going to lose Suplex City again, Jesus Christ, I feel like if Brock Lesnar is going to lose this matchup, then I think it really should be like due to, interference or heel circumstances. Like, speaking as a die-hard fan of The Undertaker, I would love nothing more than the dead man to catch fire, to catch flames in this contest and just dominate Brock Lesnar, get the revenge, get the hard-fought victory even, and just, carry on being dominant. And maybe even, like I say, I really want Undertaker to win the title, but, it's a really hard match to call. But in my opinion, does Heyman even turn on Lesnar? Like, that's another thing. Like, Heyman could turn on Lesnar and align himself with The Undertaker. Now, one of the things that works so well, this could be argued with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, is that when Lesnar isn't there or doesn't make dates, like, Heyman's there to talk and build Lesnar's matches and stuff like that. But what if Heyman turns on Lesnar and kind of like has, an alliance with The Undertaker? You can have Heyman out there talking on The Undertaker's behalf almost every week that the dead man isn't there. And perhaps if Lesnar needs a feud during the Royal Rumble, you can keep Lesnar, battling a new Paul Heyman guy or something like that. Now, I hear you say it didn't work that well for Curtis Axel. And, maybe it wouldn't work that well here. But, I feel like the Undertaker-Paul Heyman combo could have a lot of legacy involved, could have a lot of, really great, promo material, could have a great storyline build. And it's really damn cool. Then again, it could all be just a setup for Heyman and Lesnar to get one over on Undertaker again at WrestleMania 32, where the tiebreaker would happen. There's even been rumours, does Sting come back and cost Taker the match? Does he aid Taker? Being a vigilante, maybe he sees it fit for Undertaker to get one up on Lesnar. There's really a lot of great scenarios that can work into this match. And it's a shame in a way, because I feel like the whole of SummerSlam has really been built up to be this extraordinary extravaganza, but only really with the focus being on Taker and Brock Lesnar, which is great. But again, we have to remember as wrestling fans, as much as I do love them both and as incredible as they both are, as mysterious and as much of, Undertaker's mystique as he's seemingly gained back, as refreshing as it is to see the Undertaker acting as a pseudo heel. Not that Undertaker was ever, disinteresting, or not that Undertaker ever did disengage me, but, it's very nice to see a fresh approach, and Lesnar now got a lot of hot momentum, so it really is it could be something special. Another suplex delivered by Brock Lesnar there, but I guess it's really a matter of opinion how it could turn out, and again, it's just one of those things you don't need to ramble on about, but you just have to rather sit back and admire all the different situations there could be, all the different aspects and perspective, and see really what could happen with the whole thing. I mean, there are so many ways it can go. You can just have one competitor just snap and completely cause a no contest by himself, and then have Brock Lesnar seeking out revenge for the Undertaker's beating. You can have a pseudo WrestleMania 27 ending where Undertaker won, but he couldn't walk out on his own feet, and then he seeks, to prove that he can beat Brock Lesnar while, still being able to walk out under his own power. I just think there's a lot of ways to go about this. I don't know what entirely would be the best way going forward, but I don't know, I believe The Undertaker as a heel is so fresh and so unique. I don't feel that it's a million miles away from what needs to happen. I don't feel like, I feel like if WWE really want to be brave and really want to sit up and take notice, and I feel like we could, we could have The Undertaker, go and be that badass heel that he can be. I feel like we need to have Brock Lesnar get screwed out of it by either Kane or a Paul Heyman turn. So whatever way it really happens, it will be, I don't know, to say a positive result, because any Undertaker win is a positive result. But you have to believe the one with Kane is the most positive like way that going forward, because then that opens up a Kane and Lesnar dynamic for when the Undertaker's not around. Bloody Brock Lesnar going absolutely mental there with the power bomb. It's absolutely crazy and mental, but you know, see, even in the game they're both really well matched and you know, really crazy. But the Undertaker again kicking out of Lesnar's thing. So anyway, guys, Lesnar's signature. So anyway, that's where I'm probably gonna leave it for you guys, just to give you my, you know, my overall opinion. As Lesnar hoist Undertaker up, and is that it? That is it. If he hits the F5, boom, that is it. The Beast incarnate hooks the leg. Is that it? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Well, there you go. And as I said, I would leave it, guys. Brock Lesnar defeats the Undertaker on this pseudo SummerSlam lineup, or SummerSlam simulation, if you will. And you have to wonder, will the Beast incarnate, look at the fucking suplexes he's throwing out, will the Beast incarnate somehow claim another victory against the Phenom tonight, or will Undertaker get his revenge? If you ask me, he should do so with the help of Kane or Paul Heyman. Keep the heel run going, keep the freshness going, and hopefully, for what it's worth, the Divas Revolution will continue too, because WWE have dropped the ball on that. That just was a brief comment. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this has been Taker Luke. Thanks for watching very much. As always, I'm out. Peace.